Back again. Afternoon. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. If you don't know already, today is marks 60 years since the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And you can see right there LBJ doing his thing. And why does this matter to me? Well, it matters to me because a lot of my friendships wouldn't be so. A lot of us who have whether African American friends or whatever, and it doesn't matter. That integration. Blacks, whites. You wouldn't have that. You guys know, as I always say, man. I always try to let you guys know where I come from and who did I stand with and who is good friends with me. As you can see, that's my let me shut this off. Never ends, man. Never ends. Hold on. Hello. Hello. I'm sorry. So these are some of my good friends. As you know, if maybe the Civil Rights Act wasn't, pushed, I may not have would have, had that. Let me see if I can get this down. Okay, cool. So to me, this means a lot, and I'm sure to all you it means as well. Maybe to some it doesn't. I know people like Johnny Mack. His wife is, mixed, good person. So that's what we have to consider, man. I mean, it's really like, what do you want to look at your life? How do you look at your life? Are you one of those people that wish it never happened, or do you wish it did, or you could care less? I think with anything in life, you have to hope for the best, root for the sky, shoot for the stars, and you go from there. But I want to talk about a little bit of this. So we'll see what's going on. But let me tell you something. Let me be clear. Hold on. To all you mother friggin' racist people out there who don't like somebody else for their skin color, their skin tone, their racial, whatever you want to call it, or their whatever they choose to do with their body, whether they want to be, straight, gay, whatever people want to be, man. It's not really your right to show that prejudice. If you want to feel that way, you're entitled to that. But to have that hate towards somebody and to take till 1960 to have 64 for blacks and whites to come together and for it to be okay, and it still wasn't after that. To me, it's a milestone, man. It means a lot, and people forget it. They don't talk about it. We get lost in these clicks and views and everything, but that's why I'm here, because I want to talk about it a little bit. So I'm sure this isn't a big, a lot of people aren't going to be, want to hear this, but it doesn't matter because I want to speak on this, and I'm going to let you know how it was, and bear with me. There he is, Drazo. Everything is green, brother. So just so you guys know, after he signed it, I didn't even know this, but after he signed the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964, President Linden B Johnsons entered the East Room. Dressed in a black suit and tie, Johnson sat at a wooden desk in the center of the room, paneled with fluted pilasters, heavy gold drapes, whatever they're called. In the crowd before him were lawmakers of both parties and civil rights leaders who had championed the bill, including Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., NAACP leaders Roy Wilkins and Clarence Maurice Mitchell Jr., and Urban League President Whitey M. Young Jr. At 6:45 p.m., Johnson looked into the teleprompters and for the next 13 minutes delivered what would become a historic speech explaining the law's significance. The act deemed the most important piece of civil rights legislation since Reconstruction. It would prohibit the discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, and national origin. Further, it would forbid discrimination in voting, public accommodations, public facilities, public education, and federally financed programs. So it seems to be that was 1964, and up until now, we still have that. Johnson called the moment and that act a proud triumph in a long struggle for freedom and a quest for equal rights for African Americans and American. What he said was, "We believe all men are created equal, yet many are denied equal treatment. We believe that all men have certain inalienable rights, yet many Americans do not enjoy those rights. We believe that all men are entitled to blessings of liberty, yet millions are being deprived of those blessings, not because of their own failures, because of their skin tone or their skin color, for that matter. The law, which would cement equal opportunity for employment, would have far-reaching implications 8 years later. Title 4 of the Civil Rights Act will be signed into law, prohibiting discrimination based on sex in education and in programs receiving federal funds." See, they care about the federal dollars, right? Johnson called the Civil Rights Act of 1964 a challenge to all of us to go to work in our communities and our states, in our homes and in our hearts to eliminate the last vestige of injustice in our beloved country. And I know John F. Kennedy tried to get it passed, but he wasn't successful. Its passage had been a long time coming for Johnson in 1957, when Johnson was a Senate Majority Leader. He engineered passage of the 1957 Civil Rights Act, which, according to the National Archives, was a feat generally regarded as impossible until he did it. So he was trying to do this, man, like 7 years prior. 3 years later, Johnson brokered passage of 1960 Civil Rights Act, which had little enforcement power. In 1961, John F. Kennedy became president, but Kennedy's narrow election and victory and small working margin in Congress left him cautious. The John F. Kennedy Presidential Library Museum states he was reluctant to lose Southern support of his legislation on how many fronts by pushing too hard on civil rights. See, these guys were, people talk about a lot of these people like they were, holier than thou and the best in sliced bread, but in all actuality, they didn't really want that, man. They were worried about the public drawback. Then came a series of acts of racist terror that shocked the country. You guys remember this? May 2nd, 1963. Theophilus Eugene Bull Connor, the commissioner of public safety in Birmingham, Alabama, ordered police to attack black African-American protesters, including children. Televised footage showed police officers beating black African-American protesters with batons, police dogs attacking protesters, and powerful fire hoses foaming black people. I mean, could you guys imagine that? Could you, Johnny? What's up, brother? Johnny, we're doing the Civil Rights Act. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care. People don't really care about this stuff, but I do. So the guy, though, Bull Connor, is the old miserable man. People don't like that. Look right here. 17-year-old civil rights demonstrator defining an anti-parade ordinance of Birmingham, Alabama, is attacked by a police dog on May 3rd, 1963, on the afternoon of May 4th, during a meeting at the White House with members of political groups. President Kennedy discussed this photo, which had appeared on the front page of that day's New York Times. Now, real quick, so Kennedy discussed that, but what did he do about it? Look at this, man. Poor kid, 17 years old, getting bit. We don't realize how good that we got it. You guys should understand that what we're doing in this thing called life, we're blessed, man, that we didn't have to go through that crap. I mean, seriously, what's the difference? Black, white, green, orange, man, we all bleed the same. On June 11th, 1963, Kennedy delivered a televised speech protesting proposing Civil Rights Act. That night, civil rights leader Medgar Evers, a field secretary for the NAACP in Mississippi, was fatally shot by a white supremacist hiding in honeysuckle bush across the street from the Evers home in Jackson. I mean, this is what these guys had to do, literally give their life for belief, for freedom, for them to just be as equal as us, to be able to go to the store, buy what you want, to be able to ride on a bus, Rosa Parks, all these people, Martin Luther King, these people stand for something that, the whole world is a better place because of that. Johnny Mac would have never been married. I mean, look, you guys can think what you want, whoever. I'm sure most of you agree with me. If you don't, but all you racists out there and demagogues and homophobes and whatever you do, just remember one thing, man. You could be that if you want. You can play that if you want. But remember, you're always going to run into somebody of a different race, color, creed. And when you go to the supermarket and you're standing in line and the cashier is that of a different race, color, or creed, what do you say? No, I need another cashier. Like, the stigma was put here for us. It's a moneymaker to put everybody against each other. Nobody can do anything when they, come together. That's why I always said, oh, Mike Ball, what's up? That if the MC clubs would ever get together, I believe the African-American MC clubs are bigger than the white clubs. I don't know. But that's not the message. The message is, how could we get everybody together? And this here right here was not a very popular thing. I mean, you could see the stuff that was going on. 8 days later, on June 19th, 1963, Kennedy sent a comprehensive bill for civil rights to Congress. But fierce opposition caused the bill to stale for 7 months, according to the King Institute at Stanford University. See, Kennedy was trying to do this, get this together, man, but he couldn't pull it off. Political pressure for civil rights intensified. On August 28, 1963, more than 250,000 people rallied during the March on Washington to demand jobs, economic justice, voting rights, and equal protection under the law. Something we all have, and we would never know what it's like to not have. In his speech at the march, exactly, King demanded the country live up to its ideas and promises. He said, "We come to our nation's capital to cash a check," King said. "When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and declared Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall here. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, will be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." That was a good movie. I'm not a giant Will Smith fan, but John Lewis, national chair of, he died too, God rest his soul. John Lewis, national chair of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, demanded in a speech that the federal enforcement clause be added to the Civil Rights Bill. Without it, he said, there's nothing to protect young children and old women who must face police dogs and fire hoses in the South while they engage in peaceful demonstration. That's the whole thing. Like, how do you hold on a second. I mean, a lot of people don't understand this, man. They look at this very different. But I don't. And I'll tell you why. Because I know what it was like when I heard the stories of my parents when they came from Italy, man. They were spit on, they were called wops, degos, grease balls, disrespected, treated like animals. That was just a smidgen of what people went through it. But here's the next thing, man. If you guys remember the church, the next month, 4 girls were, exiled from this earth, and dozens injured when white supremacists exploded a dynamite in Birmingham's 6th Street Baptist Church. I remember this, not obviously I wasn't born when it happened, but I remember when as a young kid hearing about this. All because you don't like another member of a person because of their skin. Says firemen and ambulance attendants remove a covered body from 16th Street Baptist Church where an explosion ripped through the structure during services, killing 4 African-American girls on September 15th, 1963. All this is happening, man, in the same year. 1 year, all this is happening. And here we go. So this is the flip side. Then on November 22nd, my daughter's birthday, 1963, the world shifted. At about 12:30 p.m., Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas. Hours after, Hours later, aboard Air Force One, Johnson was sworn in as president, as you can see right there. 5 days after the assassination, Johnson delivered a speech to joint sessions of Congress calling for a passage of the Civil Rights Act. No memorial, oration, or eulogy could more eloquently honor President Kennedy's memory than the earliest possible passage of the Civil Rights Act bill for which he fought so long, Johnson said. I mean, it's crazy. On January 18, 1964, Johnson met with civil rights leaders in the Oval Office. Linden B Johnson was no racist, but he had not been a civil rights hero either. Bill Moores, a former White House assistant and president's press secretary under Johnson, recalled in 2008, ultimately, he said, King marched and Johnson maneuvered and Congress folded. And that's the truth, man. On 1964, after a long filibuster, the Civil Rights Bill was finally passed on the Senate floor on July 2nd, 1964, and it passed in the House as well. Hours later, Johnson pulled up the chair in the East Room and spoke to the country. My fellow citizens, we have come now to a time of testing. We must not fail. After the speech, Johnson remained sitting behind him, crowded members of Congress and civil rights leaders. The bill was unfurled on the desk before him. Johnson coughed, then took a fountain pen from the row of pens lining the desk, dipped it in the ink, and wrote a stroke of a letter. He continued signing using different pens for each stroke, offering them to the politicians, activists standing behind him. They do that now to this day. Later, Johnson headed to a meeting with civil rights leaders. As he walked, he pulled Moores aside, inviting him to the Johnson Ranch in Texas. Moores recalled to The Guardian last year. When Moores boarded the president's plane, he saw Johnson reading headlines about the passage of the Civil Rights Act. Quite a day, Mr. President, Moores remembered, mumbling. Johnson, Moores recalled, responded, well, I think we may have lost the South for your lifetime and mine. Now, that's crazy. I mean, so you can see right here, this is the signing. Here's the pens, a different one, different stroke for different folk, literally. So to me, my thing is this. I wasn't looking at the comments, so I don't know what you guys have been talking about. Yeah, brother, donate 20 transfusions. My buddy, Mike, he got AIDS actually from that. He died. He died in 91. He was, gay and everything, but he got it from the blood, over 1,000 blood transfusions, man. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, Drazo, Mike's a good dude, bro. He's got an awesome channel. Go check him out. I might still have it here. Let me see. No, I don't have it here. Emerald, hello. Yeah, I just wanted to draw. It's 60 years since this thing. And, a lot of our friendships we wouldn't have. A lot of what we do, being able, even some clothing, some trips, nothing would be the same. But remember, these guys really weren't like civil rights warriors, man. Lyndon B. Johnson knew doing that he wasn't going to get the South. But most of the race, the hate, the bigotry, all that, it all stems from a negative place. You don't have to be that way. Some people are that way. I don't know what they're doing, but that's not me. That'll never be me. I'm for the people. I have a lot of African American friends, a lot of Spanish, Asian, Indian. It doesn't matter. I never look at people as the color doesn't mean nothing to me. How you treat me is what this is about. But I want to thank Lyndon B. Johnson for signing that because, I think that paved the way for a lot of other things too. And as a country, it's 2024. We need to do better as people. We need to understand and respect others. Not everybody's going to think the same. Not everybody's going to feel the same. Not everybody's going to do the same. But everybody should respect everybody same. You dig me? Because if you don't, that's a problem. Because number one, who are you? Who am I? We're just people trying to get through this thing called life the best way we can. And if you're the type, like I was talking earlier to Mike Ball, if you want to be that idiot that wants to be the big tough guy, rah, 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 you're 40, 50, 60 years old still doing that. Even in your 30s, you're doing that. You look like an idiot, man. And to be honest, you don't really impress me or anybody else for that matter. So what I think is that 883 is good, Drazo. I think we should all, as human beings, just respect one another. Drazo, this is mine. One of them. This is my 2001 Deuce. And then I had this. I don't know if you can see it. 78 Shovelhead. Yeah, I like them old bikes, man. They're good. But no, I mean, seriously, like, we have to be better as a people, man. You can't wonder why your life's so effed up. Why do you think that your life's going to be better when it's not? When you're acting like an idiot and treat people like crap. You know, I just wanted to do my diligence. I wanted to respect the Civil Rights Act. I want to pay homage to that. I'm not going to be on here long. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. I just want everybody to know that most of us come from a different place. Whether you're Irish, you're Italian, you're black, you're white, you're green. And we're all sitting here right now, 2024, living together. Well, you know what I mean? Living, cordially in the same space. So it's really not that hard. Division and the power thing, you're right, Emerald. That's what it's mostly about. So when you give in to that division and power, and that's what you roll with, or that's what you surround yourself with, then you're part of the problem. You know what I mean? Like, don't act like you want a better world or you're here for peace and unity and all that. You're here for drama, man. We've exposed a couple races on here already. We know that. We know that. We know who's racist up here. We can see it. Wait, Snurk, you ride too? Snurk, you're not right. You didn't have the pool party. You didn't go riding. You know what, Snurk? What are we gonna do with you now? Ms. Mommy, how you doing? So, like I said, today marks 60 years ago. The Civil Rights Act was passed, and we, as a whole, as people, can come together and live together and not worry about, oh, there's a white guy next door or a black guy next door. I mean, I know it's not that easy because you're always going to have that element of racism that'll never leave. But we as people should do better. Snurk, you know what? I sent my email. You never got it? Because I'm not the Instagram and all that. I try. There's my email. That's crazy. Snurk had a bike. Good shit. Drazo has that long hair, man. He's ruling shit with that. Lisa, hope you're having a beautiful day. Remember, Lisa, 60 years since the Civil Rights Act's been passed, and I have the Saks Fifth Avenue hat on. I did a little short when I was down at the water park earlier. Not water park, the waterfall, whatever the place I was at. It's really beautiful down there. I've been to a lot of bike rallies too, man. I used to, when I was younger, I could go. I would just get up and go. I would get on a bike and just go. I had a Heritage Softail, man. That bike was comfortable. I would go everywhere. But what I'm saying is a lot of us wouldn't have. This day was an epic day, man. I mean, whether you like this guy or not, or like what they stood for, that was part of our history. What Dirty do? Yeah, kind of, man. Indoor water park is dirty. Oh, yeah. Is it dirty? Well, I've never been in a water park inside. What's that like? I don't know. So tomorrow morning, if you like history, is going to be a good one. Because we're going to talk about, Mike said he hated rallies. I've been to them, man. But the Sturges and all that shit, man, that's like, come on, man. People go there to get noticed and to start trouble. Nobody can tell me different. I like local shit, man. I really do. Unless it's, I mean, obviously, I'm taking care of my father right now, but if I had the chance, I'm not going to lie, this point in my life, if I had the chance to travel, I would probably travel and do a couple rallies. Maybe not that far that way. I definitely want to hit down south, not even to eat the West Coast. I don't really need to go over there, but I would like to hit like the Midwest, the South. Oh, Cherokee, I heard that was a good time. Wow, that's awesome. Tell her we said hello and we love her. Pocono's 2 hours. Mike, I don't drink. I hate drunks, man. You know me. I like the Mary Jane, Mary Jane, Mary Jane. Yes, they do. Water parks always smell like that. Did you ever notice that you go to a water park and you just smell that? I wish Lance was here because my diet's going really good this week. I trail mix I showed earlier, and look, the Skippy pouch. It's going pretty good. I got 5 on it. I think they put a lot of chlorine because of what goes on and what takes place. Ghost Eagle, what's up, brother? Thanks for stopping by. We're just talking about the Civil Rights Act, man. How good it was. Whoa, Drazo, for the whole week, would you get a house? Yeah, Mike, you know that shit, man. There's always them guys trying to go to the new thing, and then they want to go to the rally, and they go to, and they don't understand protocol, man. Yeah, so you had the good ones anyway, man. You got the support clubs, you got your club. Oh, Kalahari, my ex used to go there all the time, man. Her and her daughter. Yeah, that's not far. She's probably up there now. She was in shape too. She had a nice body. She worked out a lot. She literally like nice waist, everything. She was in shape. She was obsessed with that shit. But she would always like wear these skimpy bathing suits and not for I could care less. I'm not a jealous guy like that, but I'm like, yo, your daughter's with you. She liked the attention. Crazy. You could tell, see how that worked. Didn't go too far. But no, I remember hearing about Kalahari that was really the eyes are burning. I can't see Emerald in a water park for some reason. Snurk? No, I don't see you either there. I refuse to go in the water. Yeah, smart, bro. I'll be honest though, we were poor growing up, man. So I've been in a neighborhood pool, so we had a good time. Ghost Eagle, I appreciate you, man. Means a lot for real, bro. Straight up, all you guys, man, means a lot. Like I said, I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm trying to do content. What I want to do was, if I had the editing skills, this wouldn't have went like this. What I would have done was I would have done the video, I would have did the voiceover, I would have edited, I would have put the words in there and everything, and then I would have uploaded as a premiere or something. But I'm learning. It's all right. I don't mind coming up here. My dad's taking a nap, so I figure, you know what? Just keep going. At the end of the day, my message is the same, man. We stand for thank you, bro. We stand for the positive. Look, none of us are punks, though. Don't get that confused. We just understand, you know. Wow. You can tell me later. Email and tell me what beach. Yeah. I was so poor growing up that the cockroaches and the rats used to give me food. Nah, yeah, we had it rough, man. My dad got hurt when I was born, and my mom was very proud, man. She wouldn't take anything. And my aunt was a millionaire. But we always had food. She always found a way. And we got it done. That's what I'm saying. Like the old school is the best school. Because the new school doesn't have any of that, man. They don't have any relationships like that, family time. Like, look at Mike. He just moved with his family. That's awesome, man. You guys had that relationship. Like they used to talk, that the trolls, oh, you live with your parents. I was so blessed to be able to hear to take care of my parents, man. It was My mom's gone now, God rest her soul. But I feel very blessed that, you know, that I even had any of that. And I still have my father. Yeah, me too, bro. Old school was it. For real. Some good people in here too, Ghost, Eagle, and Mike. Mike, your show is killing it. But Mike, I gotta ask you, how do you do your show playing music and all that? Every time I play a song, they demonetize. Oh, you're not monetized. Oh, yeah. Emerald. You're not right, Emerald. We need to dunk Emerald in the pool. She might dunk us. Some tells me Emerald does not take any shit from anybody. Wow. That's 2 hours from me, that beach. But they close at 7 o'clock. That's cool. I remember down the shore used to close earlier. He said even if you're monetized, you still can't do it. I know, Mike. They even gave me this other shit, free music that I put on the you know, and that didn't work either. I still got hit with the monetization clause. That was kind of corny. My dad just nah, there's nothing wrong with that. Plus, I've always, when I've been here, even when I wasn't, I always came back, worked on the house, did stuff, put on the electric panel, air conditioning, all that, the plumbing, did all the hardwood floor downstairs. I did that by myself. That was a rough gig. Who's gonna go live? Emerald and who? I mean, Drazo and who? That's what's up. Yeah, Drazo. I don't think I've been to his show, but damn, you do that, Mike? For real? Did you hear that, guys? All the music he produces himself. That's awesome. I thought I heard a popular song on there. That's what's up. Oh, Drazo, Johnny Mac. Yeah, damn straight. Yeah, they're relaxed guys, man. They're not high strung like me, you know? But I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's a good thing. Straight up. That's what I loved, man, when I was here when my kids were younger. I Drazo. All right, I gotta check it out. All right, so Mike, we need to talk. My son is 17, even though he's mad at me right now. I can't, well, he's unbelievable, man. I mean, really, the kid just needs a little. He's got the look, he's got the vocals, and hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can play it. I don't want to show him he's 17, but it's him. This is him performing, Mike, in front of people. Let me see if I can do it this way. Oh well, I showed him a little bit. Who gives a shit? What 17-year-old kid knows that song, or even this one for that matter? And the thing is with him, Mike, he can sing Italian too, man. So it's crazy. The audio's cutting out. My bad. No, I'm supporting him, but I want him to go farther with. I'm sorry, I apologize. Let me see if I can. It don't matter anyway. You guys get the gist. He's really a talented kid. He can perform. He can sing in Italian. He can talk in Italian. He's teaching himself Italian. Like, I'm blessed, man. Yeah, he does. He really's got a good voice. It's a shame that it was all muffled up like that. I apologize, but he's mad at me right now, but you know, that's all right. Kids get like that, you know. Listen, I never missed a day. I never missed a birthday. I never missed an event. I never missed a school event. I coached 23 years. I was there for him and my daughter every game, every practice. They live with me too. So at the end of the day, I'm not nothing against my kid's mom. Me and her's cool. I just that's what I've done, man. I'm not these other guys on here. I don't claim to be something I'm not. I'm just an all-around real fucking dude that what you see is what you get, you know? All that other shit. I've seen all the negative. I've seen all the fake tough guy shit. I've seen the deadbeat dads and all that shit. I've seen the people who don't appreciate their parents and family. We witnessed that the whole year on YouTube. I've been here 3 years. It's the first year was all that. But what part do you wake up and realize like, yo, like Linden B Johnson said, I have to do this because if I don't do this right now, another president's going to get well, really a lot of people gave Kennedy credit, but people will know that you would give credit to somebody else. Or if it's not even about credit, it's about your own self-respect, your self-worth. So to me, it's like nobody can ever tell me nothing about you're this, you're that. I'm not a deadbeat. I never had to pay support, taking care of my parents, just buried my mother. And it's not like people have it way worse than me. But the reason why I am the guy that I am and I'm positive and I do all this because I know what it's like to feel like shit. I know what it's like to be fucking depressed. You know, losing my mom. Losing my mom was the biggest reality for me because it's not about money or anything like that. But it was about me not only having to fill her shoes with my father, cooking for him every day, taking care of him. That's no problem. But it was like the element of what she did coming from Italy, her and my father, building, having a house. They were millionaires, but to accomplish that goal, come here with nothing, to be demonized and talked to like shit. My dad still speaks broken English at 83. But they got through, they fought. They didn't take no for an answer. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to show on YouTube. That's the dude I want to be. I don't give a fuck about 300 people in the chat. I don't give a fuck about 10,000 subscribers. I believe eventually that will come. But in the meantime, you know, people, the respect has to be brought back. And to me, if I show it, maybe people can understand it, people can relate to it, and then people come to this channel. Like Mike, we intermingle, we met. He's the same dude. He's a good fucking dude, man. Like, I don't know. Did you live in Italy? My parents are from Calabria and Abruzzi. Yeah, my son's good, man. He is. I know, bro. And that's the truth because people really let other people dictate how they're going to go forward. And like, look at Mike, all the shit he was up against. He kept moving. Me, I had a ton of shit. There's people that have it way worse than me, man, but you keep fucking moving. You keep going. You don't stop and feel sorry for yourself. How can you when there's another man has it worse than you? Like, I'll be sitting here bitching. All the thing Mike went through with his leg. That motherfucker, look how happy he's positive. He could be a dickhead if he wanted to be. They're the guys I want to emulate. He's younger than me, and I want to emulate what he's doing. Maybe I could do something right that he likes. You know, I'm from Philly. I talk with an accent. I'm high strung, but that doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, I'm about family, respect, honor, loyalty, and faith. That's my lifestyle. And I just want to bring that to YouTube. In the beginning, I got lost with that. So that's what I want you guys to know, man. I'm here for good reasons. I'm not here. It's not about the money for me. Maybe it will sooner or later, but it's the message is way more important than the money for me. Straight up, man. Yeah, Mike. Oh my God. Yeah, all them celebrities, bro, they really piss me off. Oh, really? Oh, so you're gabados like me. That means hard-headed. Calabres. But Emerald, I know you, and I don't know you like that, but I'm saying what I see, you're a good person, and I know you're struggling with what you're dealing with, and you get a lot of my respect. Mike, that's a look. I mean, you guys are making great points. Like, sit there, feel sorry for yourself, man. Woe is me. Life sucks. That's what my dad says. Even on the dying bed at 83, he says, "Man, I was rich." I said, "What do you mean? The money didn't show it." No, I was rich. The family, my mom and him were together almost 60 years, and you know, I guess the life and I guess when your kids are taking care of you, not putting you in a nursing home. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that because there is people you can't care for. Some people don't have it in them. I'm not knocking. I'm saying to know that, like, and me and my dad got cool late in life, man. I was the bad Sess, what's up, brother? I was the guy who, I was the bad child, the rest you want to call it. Yeah. Success is measured by your family and your friggin' your morals, man. Straight up, man. That's great. Ghost Eagle, thank you for posting that up because people don't understand that, man. They need to know. Sess is in the chat. There we go. Now he's saying hi to me, his mommy. But yeah, no, I just wanted to jump on here. The Civil Rights Act meant a lot to me, man. It really did. It made me feel that, as a kid, even growing up, man, because when I was hanging out with black people, man, it wasn't cool for that. That I never looked at that. I knew more white dudes that were friggin' bums than they were black dudes. I mean, that's just the way that it was, man. A scumbag is a scumbag. Not necessarily like Ghost said, man. It's about your family. If you got a fucked up family, or you got people that's not in your life, or your father, your mother, and you're living a certain way, and there's nobody there to give you that, reality check. Yeah, you're a wild card, man. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. I always say that, man. If you expect the worst, you'll never be disappointed. Individualistic, definitely, definitely. But that's good, like to see Mike, and I'm proud of that, dude. Mike, I'm proud of what you're doing on your channel, man. I love your thumbnails. I'll get there one day, but I like that you do your own thing, man, and you stepped away. You know what you're doing, but I think that I feel like you are a young dude. I'm 51. I could say that. I feel like fuck the masses. When I see a guy like you, and I say I don't dick ride, and I would not say this just to try to gain anything, because man, you're my boy, dog. I'm saying I really think you're one of the guys that I feel is going to go far in this. I think you will surpass other people because of that simple, genuine fact that you have, man. You never let what goes on. I'm sure you have a bad day, but you don't let what happened to you dictate a miserable outcome, man. It's good that you can be positive and you're doing your content and you're blazing your own trail, man. That's what's up. So anybody who hasn't been there, I don't know if were you living under a rock or I don't know where you've been living. Trying to find it. Here we go. How do I get it? Well, here goes his oh, that's not it. Hold on. I know Mike's channel's up here. I know Drazo put it up here somewhere. I want you guys to go check him out. Whoever was up here didn't check his channel out, man. He talks about current events, topics, biker news, all that shit. And he's been around the best in the business. The guy that he was a partner with, I think he's got the #1 show, soon to be Mike Ball. I can't find it. I mean it, Mike, and I'm not just saying it because you're here, bro. I'd say it. Okay. Oh, there it is, right here, guys. Whoever didn't see this, or if you haven't seen Mike's channel yet, Insane Wheels, go check him out, man. Thank you, Amanda. He's got a really, really good show. And he stands for everything we stand for. So go check him out. Give him a sub. Not that he needs it. He's got 9,000 subs. Oh, he still needs it, but you know what I mean. And his Instagram, too. We appreciate all you guys, man. For real, it means a lot. Like I said, my mission today was just to do the second show and pay homage to the Civil Rights Act. Linden B Johnson, you get my respect. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Jesse Jackson, all them guys, man. I don't care about their political stuff. Talking about what they seen, bringing people together. Of course, everybody, when you get them a waiver, is different, right? People showing you one thing, and there's something behind that. But it doesn't matter. You just remember to be the best person and the best version of yourself that you can be going forward, man. Like I'm telling you, any guy's got to tell you he's tough is not tough. Any guy's got to tell you how much money he has, he don't have money. Any guy who's claiming that he's whatever. The same goes with women, We just got to stick together and keep it moving. I would Mike's got great stories on his channel. I'll put it up one more time. Go check him out. He's a great dude, and he's a good friend to me now, and I got his back, and I'm sure he's got mine. Don't forget your Skippy Peanut Butter Pouch. And this episode has been brought to you and sponsored by One A Day Multivitamin, the only vitamin with 6 key vital functions: health, heart, immune, muscle, cell, and blood. One day can keep the doctor away. Yeah, I know, man. I was just telling Ghost, you know what club I love, man? I love the Red Rum MC, man. That's a club that I really, and I've done my homework on it. They seem like they got a really good brotherhood, man. I like what they stand for. I just do. Great ad. I know, right? Thank you, brother. Listen, I'm going to get out of here. Again, stay blessed, not stressed. Let God handle the rest. Look in the mirror and love yourself, man. Even if you don't like what you see, convince yourself you like what you see. Because if you don't care and worry about yourself, and you don't put yourself on that pedestal, nobody else will. And then you'll start to believe that you're not worth anything. You're just supposed to be down on the ground. That's not the truth, man. Yeah, I love that club, man. They have one over here in PA, man, Susquehanna. Maybe they need to start a Philly chapter. I'm joking. Thank you, brother. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Tomorrow's going to be a show similar to this. I will be discussing, tomorrow is 161 years since the Battle of Gettysburg. Being a Philadelphia native, PA native, I feel it's my right and my due diligence to talk about this issue. So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the mañana. God bless. See you.